Good morning, Mr. Kamal. I am Monica Angeli, and in this video, I am going to present about PT Angkasa Pura 2, common size and ratio analysis. So here's the content summary of this presentation. The first is company profile, and the next is common size, and the last is ratio analysis that includes liquidity ratio, activity ratio, and profitability ratio. The first is company profile. Here's a brief history about PT Angkasa Pura 2. So, PT Angkasa Pura 2 is one of the state-owned enterprises engaged in the airport services and airport-related services in western part of Indonesia. Angkasa Pura 2 has earned the trust of government of the Republic Indonesia to manage and develop the business of the airport of Jakarta Cengkareng that has changed its name into Jakarta Soekarno-Hatta International Airport and Halim Perdana Kusuma Airport since August 13, 1984. So we move to common size part. So common size is or vertical analysis is a method of evaluating financial information by expressing each item in a financial statement as percentage of a base amount for the same time period. So if we are looking for cash and cash equivalent percentage, we find the percentage by dividing the cash and cash equivalent value by total assets value. So the first is the assets part of the common size. We can see that for the total current assets, it is decreasing from 2016 to 2018 from 28% to 14%. And for the non-current assets, it is increasing from 2016 to 2018 from 71% to 85%. I think it is good for the company because the current asset is less profitable for the company. So it is good if they have more non-current assets than current assets. Next, we move to the liabilities and equity part. For the current liabilities, it is increasing first from 2016 to 2017, then it is decreasing from 2017 to 2018 from the 11% to 12.56% to 12.45%. And for the non-current liabilities, it is increasing from 2016 to 2018. And for the total liability, it is increasing from 2016 to 2018 from 28% to 38%. And for the equity, it is decreasing from 2016 to 2018 from 71% to 61%. So here's the last part of common size analysis is the income statement. We can see that from the aeronautical revenue, it is increasing from 2016 to 2018 from 60% to 63%. And for the non-aeronautical revenue, it is decreasing from 39% to 36%. And here's the data of other comprehensive income. Next, we move to the ratio analysis. So, ratio analysis is a quantitative method of gaining insight into a company's liquidity, operational efficiency, and profitability by comparing information contained in its financial statement. Actually, there are many kind of ratio analysis, but in this presentation we only use three that is liquidity ratio, efficiency ratio, and profitability ratio. So, liquidity ratio measures a company's ability to pay off its short-term debts as they come due using the company's current or quick assets. Liquidity ratio include the current ratio, quick ratio, and working capital ratio. Efficiency ratio, also called activity ratio. Efficiency ratio evaluates how well a company uses its assets and liabilities to generate sales and maximize profits. Key efficiency ratio are the asset turnover ratio, inventory turnover, and the sales in inventory. Next, the profitability ratio. This ratio shows how well a company can generate profits from its operations. Profit margin, return on assets, return on equity, return on capital employed, and gross margin ratio are all examples of profitability ratio. For liquidity ratio, we only use two analyses, that is current ratio and quick ratio. To calculate the current ratio, we divide current assets by current liabilities and we get the result 256% for 2016, 179% for 2017, and 114% for 2018. So we can see that it is decreasing. And for the quick ratio, we find it by dividing the quick assets by current liabilities. Quick assets, we can get the quick assets from subtracting current assets by current inventory and prepaid expenses. And from dividing it, we get the result of 255% for 2016, 178% for 2017, and 113% for 2018. So it is decreasing from 2016 to 2018. And for the efficiency ratio, we use the account receivables turnover, total asset turnover ratio, and account payable turnover. To get account receivable turnover, we divide net sales by average account receivable, and we get the percentage of 822% for 2016, 996% for 2017, and 880% for 2018. So it is increasing from 2016 to 2017 and decreasing from 2017 to 2018. Then we calculate the total assets turnover ratio. We get it by dividing total sales by total assets, and we get the percentage of 23% for 2016, 24.84% for 2017, and 24.63% for 2018. So like the account receivables turnover, it is increasing from 2016 to 2017, then decreasing from 2017 to 2018. Then for account payable turnover, we get it by dividing net purchase by average account payable, and we get the percentage of 4,039% for 2016 and 3,296% for 2017 and 2,461% for 2018. So it is decreasing from 2016 to 2018, and we see that this number is good for the company because they buy their purchase is not from account payable, they pay it by their assets, so they have less debt. Next is profitability ratio. For the profitability ratio, we use the return on asset and return on equity ratio. For the return on assets, we get it by dividing net profit by total assets, and we get the percentage of 7.4% for 2016, 8.94% for 2017, and 7.8% for 2018. And for the return on equity ratio, we get it by dividing net profit by total equity, and we get the number of 10% for 2016 and 13% for 2017 and 12% for 2018. So it is increasing from 2016 to 2017 and decreasing from 2017 to 2018. So here's our presentation about PT Angkasa Pura II Common Size and Ratio Analysis. Thank you for listening our presentation.